Revelation of Bible Creatures, Spiritual Lessons on How Some Animals Connect with Humans, authored by Elizabeth Ukeni Abama. The time has come when those who worship God must worship Him in spirit and in truth, just as Jesus said to the woman by the well in John chapter 4, verse 23. We're urged in Romans 8, verse 1, to walk according to the Spirit and not according to the flesh. Gaining knowledge and understanding of the Spirit of God in this vast realm of spirits enables us to walk upright with God. Most of his references to animals have spiritual connotations and must be understood that way. For example, what does God mean when he tells the lazy man in Proverbs 6, verse 6, to consider the ways of the ant and be wise? Why does he tell us in Proverbs 30, verse 24, about the 4 small things that are exceedingly wise? Why did Jesus ask his disciples to be as wise as serpents and harmless as doves in Matthew 10, verse 16? Who did he refer to as wolves in this same verse? Why is Jesus considered the Lamb of God in John 1, verse 29, and the Lion of the tribe of Judah in Revelation 5, verse 5? Why did Jesus Christ call Herod a fox in Luke 13, verse 32, and called the Gentiles dogs in Matthew 15, verse 26? What are cockatrices, satyrs, and unicorns? Do you really know why these creatures were mentioned in the Bible? These questions can be overwhelming, and the passages in the Scriptures can sometimes be difficult to understand. In this book, Revelation of Bible Creatures, the author explains the significance of these creatures in vivid, captivating terms. You'll be enlightened as well as being spiritually empowered. The story of Adam and Eve tells us how the serpent was instrumental in convincing man to disobey God. That's how the human DNA got contaminated. Like brute beasts says, stated in the book of Jude, many passages in the Holy Scriptures refer to the natural man in terms of their beastly nature. For example, Amos referred to the rich Israelite woman as Kine of Bashan. In modern-day slogan, it means fat cows. Jesus Christ, before the day of his final judgment, promised he would separate the sheep from goats. He will keep the sheep on his right hand and move the goats to his left. In Exodus chapter 8, verses 16 and 17, we learn about a plague of God's judgment in Egypt. Moses smote the dust with his rod, which turned into an infestation of lice, making the insignificant dust of the earth very significant. Speaking of dust, God created man out of the dust of the earth, and the woman from the man's rib. But unlike the mere beasts, God breathed his very own breath into us, making us unique creatures, living souls. We're God's creations, made in his image, spirit beings with souls inside a physical body. Genesis chapter 1, verses 26 and 27, chapter 2, verses 2 to 7, and chapter 2, verses 18 to 24, covers the creation of man and woman. The book, Revelation of Bible Creatures, explains these in detail. Oyster and Pearls reveals Christ Jesus as the supreme oyster and his bride as the valued pearl he's coming back to take with him. There are 118 creatures in the Bible with unique characteristics and spiritual significances for us to learn from and attain wisdom on how to handle our relationships. Let the book, Revelation of Bible Creatures, be the power tool to point you, the reader, in the right direction. Invest in your soul today. Go ahead, click on the link below to get your hardcover copy to read, study, and for reference keepsake today.